All right, guys, we are here for the leadership skills training, the warrior training leadership skills, and I'm super stoked. It's Sunday, and you that are here today, right now, are going to learn some amazing things. This is going to be a fun one for me. I hope you guys get some good information from that. I do want to make a couple of announcements real quick, just because I have you guys here and I don't want to forget. On January 28th, next Sunday, we're going to have Ken Renner come on here, and he is going to be doing a whole training on goal setting. Now, I've done this goal setting with Ken Renner, and this training is something that you do not want to miss. And the reason I say that is because the training he gives, he teaches this all over the nation. He's a realtor by heart, but he's really great at goal setting because he's sold over, I want to say, $500 million of homes, and it's probably way past that, so I'm probably giving low figures because Ken just crushes it. He's one of the top earners. This guy knows how to do YouTube videos. This guy knows all kinds of tips and tricks that you guys need to learn. But one of the big things that I've learned from Ken is his goal setting. And so next Sunday, Ken Renner is going to come on here. I'm going to be plugging him all week long, and he's going to be doing a training on goal setting. So I hope you guys are ready. You know, I know a lot of you guys made New Year's resolutions or made New Year's goals and things like that, but this is going to take what you've put together and take it to a whole different level. You're going to be able to focus on your goals. You're going to be able to plan on your goals, strategize, and everything. So just be ready for Ken to come on next Sunday and train you. And then on February 11th, we're going to have Margene Holden. If you don't know who she is, she's a good friend of mine. She is the only female trainer to train and speak on a peak potential stage. Any of you guys know who T. Harv Eker was? He wrote the book, The Millionaire Mind. All right. He had a company called Peak Potentials, and she was the only female trainer to be able to talk on stage to train and do the courses for Peak Potential. She's also the course leader for Warrior Camp International. She leads the Warrior Camp. Now, this is the camp that I go to and use my mixed martial arts and really awaken people. So I've worked with Margene. I've actually taken Warrior Camp when she was the lead trainer. So I'm really stoked to have her come on board. And she's actually going to be talking about your sacred gifts. All right. And a lot of people don't know what their sacred gifts are. They don't know what it's all about. So she's going to come on and teach you and help you guys know your sacred gifts so that you guys can align with that. So I'm really stoked about that. Also, all right, guys, one of the things I recommend for you guys to do, and I do this, is if you have Gmail, set your calendar for a reminder, or on your phone, set a reminder for 10 minutes before 6:30 to remind you that we have these calls. So that way you can be on here on time, and that way you can hear all the exciting stuff that's going on. Lisa, good to see you. I'm glad you popped on. All right. So let me see. Am I forgetting anything? Am I forgetting anything, Keith? Because I know you can always pop on and say something.
No, everything you that's the rundown you gave me a while ago. Other than you kind of gave me a preview of what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, I'm super stoked. So let me.
I can't wait.
Yeah. No, here's the thing, Keith. If you want to add on to anything I'm coaching tonight, feel free to jump in here and give your input, because I know you've got some good insight on this stuff. You got some good information on that. So let me see if I can share my screen. All right. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
You got the leadership skills right there? I hope you guys can kind of fill out the theme I'm going to go with tonight. And if you don't know, you should know that I'm a big Star Wars fan, and I love watching these movies. I mean, even as a kid, it just how George Lucas was able to create things that had never been done before. And just literally blew people's minds. Just and he used simple technology, but he changed it to let your imagination flow. So we got our leadership skills. All right, let me see if my presentation is working. I got that. All right, so 15 leadership quotes from Star Wars. I should have had the theme up. I should have had the music up for Star Wars, to get you guys all in the mood, Star Wars theme. Let's see if I can find that. Oh, yeah, right here. Do I have it?
There's also
no.
a very other simple but
That's
important
3,
shot
2, 1. See, like I have it. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to do the 15 leadership quotes from Star Wars. All right, you guys ready? I'm all ready to get this going, so let me get my notes right here because I got all kinds of notes and stuff. All right, there we go. All right, so the very first quote that I had for this was, "The ability to speak does not make you intelligent." Qui-Gon Jinn, all right? The reason I picked this one was because we all run across leaders, and you have to, who believe speaking is a sign of their intelligence. You've probably also seen the same leaders fail to clearly communicate their directives. So be wary of judging your intelligence by your speaking, your ability to speak well. And obviously, as you can see, I'm not the best speaker. There's more to your intelligence than your words. All right. So the ability to speak does not make you intelligent. There's a lot of great speakers out there. There's a lot of great people that can speak, but their communicative directives, they fail to communicate to their team. They can speak great, but they cannot communicate well. And so the ability to speak does not make you intelligent. All right. And some of us on here have met those people and we know who they are. No names being said. All right. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one right here. Great, kid. Don't get cocky. What does that mean to you guys? Well, there's a lot of people that get successful. We can't let our success make us cocky. You can be successful, but you can stay humble. Just like in the last week on Wednesday's training, we talked about being humble and knowing that there are a lot of people that are successful that are cocky and they show off all their stuff and they do stuff. But then there's a lot of wealthy people that are humble. They don't show off. They're there to help you. They're there to lead you and get you to the next level. They're there to make sure that you have success because they want you to be in they want you to be in that circle. They want you to be there as well. All right. Now, the third one is from my favorite character and my green friend, and I'm not saying Kermit the Frog. All right. I'm coming from this guy right here. All right. Do or do not. There is no try. All right. I'm sitting here in my cup and I was like, oh, I have a Star Wars cup. Do or do not try it. Yoda is probably one of the wisest guys out there, even in real world. I mean, you either do it or you don't. There's no in between. I was in a mastermind and we literally had an agreement that anybody used the T word, you got fined $20 because the word try literally means to choke off. All right. So when you say you're trying, you're choking yourself from not succeeding. All right. And I learned this from my mentor. He actually said the word try was put into the vocabulary back in the 1900s from some of the wealthy people. And it's because the wealthy don't ever use that word. They just do it or they don't. They don't think about it, you know. And this was what kept people in the, you know, the lower class, because they said they would try to do this. They try to succeed. They try to create a business. And what that would do was literally choke them off from not doing it. It gave them an excuse. The word try literally is an excuse not to do it. All right. So think about it. When you and if you're ever around me, the word try is like an F-bomb going off. All right. I've just trained myself not to use that word. And if you ever hear me use it, besides this training, you can call me out on it. You can buzz me like, say, hey, you just used the T word. I'll be like, oh my goodness. Like, it's one of those things that you have to practice, because if you train your mind not to say it, then your mind thinks different. All right. So Yoda has do or do not. There is no try. All right. The next one, fear is the path to the dark side. So there's a lot of leadership wisdom in this quote. And when we allow fear into our lives, we begin to make bad decisions. All right. Step back from that fear. Analyze your situations with a rational mind and then move forward. All right. And a lot of us, you know, they have the acronym for fear, which is false evidence appearing real. All right. Or what's the other one, Keith?
That's the one I know.
That's the one you know. Okay. There's a couple other ones like fight, you know, or something like that. The only one I know is false evidence appearing real, because a lot of people, you know, fear goes in their mind. They're like, oh, whoa, what if I do this? And then they start getting that fear. And then that's the direction you don't want to go into, you know, because if your mind takes you there and you then focus on that, then that's where you're going to move toward. All right. And fear is just false evidence. It's not real. Your mind is the strongest part of your body. It's stronger than anything. So you, like we said in the last training, you know, your first thought you can't control, but your second thought you can. So if you have that thought of fear, your second thought is, no, I can do this. It's just like the fear of skydiving, the fear of, you know, walking across the bridge or heights or whatever it is. It's all in your mind. It's all in your mind, literally. You know, and this is why hypnosis is so powerful, because of the subconscious mind. All right. So fear is the path to the darkness. Step back from the fear, analyze the situation with a rational mind, and then move forward. Focus on the good. Focus on the light. All right. Let's see, we're on number 5. In my experience, there's no such thing as luck. Obi-Wan Kenobi, a Jedi Master. Too many people are waiting for luck to strike. All right. Luck doesn't happen by chance, guys. All right. Who's that one famous quote after? I think it was Seneca. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. All right. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. What is preparation? Preparation is action, guys. Action meets opportunity. So think of this. You need to prepare. You need to work hard, find the opportunity, and then you're going to have luck. All right? Does that make sense? Prepare, work hard, find the opportunity, and then you're going to find the luck. Why? Because you put all these steps into motion. All right? Nothing happens without preparation.
It seems the harder I work, the luckier I get, right?
That's right. Harder you work, the luckier you get. You know, and so many people, Keith, and you know, thank you for bringing that up. I mean, so many of I have a friend, he drives a Lambo. He's up north, and people are like, oh my gosh, you're so lucky to have that Lambo. You're so lucky you have all this money so that you can live in a penthouse and drive a Lambo and da-da-da. No. You got to understand, this kid is 25 years old, and he has literally worked his butt off. He's figured out a system. He worked himself to the bones. Like, he worked, he scrambled, he figured it out. And he found the system, and he just plugged into it. And what happened? He stayed consistent. A lot of other people were doing the same thing as him. And a lot of them just said, well, I'm not going to do it today. Or, oh, I'm only going to do one of these things today instead of 3 of them. And I know he has literally stayed consistent, and he's plugged in. And, you know, if the trainer told him do 3 things today in this arena, he did 3 things. And sometimes he would do 4 or 5 or 6. He would just double what he did for that day, because he knew if he put extra work in, that luck will finally show up. And he has had that success. Somebody's drawing on my board. All right, so let me see here what I got going on here. Oh, there you go. Keith, were you drawing on my board?
Wasn't me.
All right, somebody was. That's all right. So think about that. In my experience, there's no such thing as luck. All right, hard work, effort, preparation, opportunity, then you're going to get the luck. All right, let's see here. The next one, all right, is your focus determines your reality. All right, what we focus on tends to determine how we view our current situation. Get your focus on the right things, and your reality will change. All right, what you focus on tends to determine how we view our current situation. You know, a lot of us lose a job, and what do? Oh my gosh, I can't. Oh my goodness, I can't find anything, or whatever. You know, you start focusing on what you can't do instead of what you can do. You got smarts, you got connections, you got things like that. Things will happen. Put things into place. If you focus on, you know, and then a lot of people, you know, they're like, oh, this opportunity just got shut down, or oh, this job just got closed, or I just lost this salesperson on my Salesforce. You know, and you focus on that, then that's all you're going to worry about, instead of saying, you know what, when one door closes, another door opens, or at least a window does. You know,
right.
So you focus on, okay, and if you're in a dark room, then cut a hole in the wall and make a window. You know, there's so many opportunities that have been created because things have been closed, things have been shut down, people have been kicked out of groups, or you've been fired from your sales job. So don't focus on the bad stuff. Focus on the current situation and look at the right things. Your focus determines your reality. All right. Number 7, Anakin. You're breaking my heart. I wish I could do it like her voice. Anakin, you're breaking my heart. You're going down a path I cannot follow. Queen Padme, all right? Now, Natalie Atkins, is it Natalie, what's her name? Portman? Natalie Portman plays this part.
Yeah.
You know, and she's so sincere about this. Like, Anakin is making his way toward the dark side of the Force, all right? And Padme is, his true love is trying to tell him he's going down a path he can't follow. You know, she can't follow. All right. So if you make the wrong choices, those you love and care about will not be able to follow you. You're going to have to, you're going to leave a path of destruction in your wake. So listen to those who care about you. When they raise objections, as a leader, you have to listen. Doesn't always mean talking. All right. Consider their pleas, and it might save your legacy of your leadership. Think about that. How many times has your spouse said, ooh, I wouldn't get started in that network marketing business over here, or ooh, I wouldn't hang around that person? And what do? We usually go and do it anyhow, and then we get bit in the butt. However, had we listened to their reasoning, their plea, their objections, and taken a step back instead of saying, oh, I'm going to do it my way, and just listened and thought about what they said, you might not have gone down that rabbit hole. Because a lot of people can see things you don't see because you've got the bricks in front of your eyes. You have that brick wall right here, and they're on the other side looking over at you saying, hey, stay away from that person. Don't do business with that person or that company or whatever. And here's the reasons why. All right? So don't go down the path because your loved ones will not follow you. And then all it's going to do is create a path of destruction. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Thank you, Keith. All right. Next one. Be mindful of your thoughts, Anakin. They will betray you. Woo! Obi-Wan here, all right? We can believe that our thoughts are true, and many times they will not. Your thoughts will betray you. All right? Keep in mind as you make decisions based on your thoughts. Are they true? Are they just? Knowing this will help you make a better decision.
Keith,
Yes.
can't we change the screen?
Yeah, change the slide once.
Sorry.
Oh, did it not go?
No. There we go. Be mindful of your thoughts, Anakin. They will betray you.
That's right. So you will believe that our thoughts are true, and many times they will not. Your thoughts will betray you. Your thought, like I said, your first thought is one that you randomly cannot control. However, your second thought you can. You know, your thoughts are so powerful. You know, it comes into the realm of the secret and things like that. You know, if you focus on something, if you think about it, it can become your reality. You know, your mind can vision so many things, and you can, I mean, if you close your eyes, you can actually, if I told you to close your eyes and think about, you know, sitting on the sand and looking at the beach as the sun's setting down, you can imagine that picture in your mind. All right? Even though you're sitting here right now listening to me and looking at the slides, if I told you to close your eyes and you close them and I said you're sitting on the beach, you're looking at the ocean, the sun is coming down, you can imagine this. Your thoughts are more powerful than you know. All right? So don't let them betray you. All right? Now this next one, I have to switch my share. Hold on. I got a new all right, here we go. You guys see that?
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. All right, let me switch back to my
That's Princess Leia.
That's right. Princess Leia. Great leaders know that they cannot do it alone. They're willing to ask for help. All right? Any great leader asks for help. They go out there and they ask. They go out there and find people because they know, just like I knew I could do this on my own, but there are going to be times that I'm going to have obstacles. There's going to be times where 6:30 is not going to fit well with me. And so I went out and I asked Keith, are you willing to do this with me? Are you willing to help educate and train other people? And what did you say, Keith?
Heck yeah.
Right, because you knew that I needed that help, and you knew that you could teach them stuff and you could train them stuff because you have leadership skills as well. You have the knowledge to train people, to lead people, and to equip them with the information they need. So leaders know they can't do leadership alone. If they say they are, they're fooling you. All right? Anybody that's a leader is willing to ask for help.
Yes.
All right. Next one. All right. Hopefully. Trust goes both ways.
Ooh.
I see a lot of you guys shaking your heads. Look at that. I see some smiles there. Oh, trust goes both ways. We can't expect our team to trust us if we don't trust our teams. All right? Help make trust a two-way street. All right? Trust works both ways. If they don't
Well, as
trust
well.
you and you don't trust them, you're not going to have success. If you trust them and they don't trust you, it's still not going to work out. You, as a leader, need to build that trust. You need to show them why they should trust you. All right? Then that way, the trust will go both ways. All right? Because I know there's some great leaders out there that think their team trusts them, and they're attempting to throw out trust and throw out, oh yeah, I trust you and I know you're going to do this great job, but in reality, in their mind, they really don't trust their team. They don't think there's any leaders out there. They don't think that the people on their team are going to succeed. And the thing is, the team realizes that. The team senses that. So then they have no faith or trust in that leader. All right? So as a leader, as we're growing to be leaders, you need to make sure that you have the trust in your team. Show them why they should trust you. All right. And what was that? What was that one quote that we talked about? I just going back looking at some of my old notes.
Great kid, don't get cocky.
No, I wasn't that one. I was hold on, I'm looking for my notes because I had it written down. It was about nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. And once they know how much you care, then they'll see how smart you are. All right? We talked about that on Wednesday. Show people how much you care about them. And once they know that you care, once you show them that, then they'll listen to you. They'll follow you as a leader. All right? Now, the next one I like, because this is from Force Awakens. All right, let me get my slide. Where did it go? There it goes. I made a choice. Now, Finn says this in The Force Awakens. All right? Leaders make choices. Leaders make choices. And then leaders own their choices. Think about that. They're not flip-flopping. Well, should I think about it? Should I not? A leader makes a decision, and then they own it. They stand up for their decision, their choices. They protect their team. You know, hey, I chose Keith to be on here as a leadership council. All right, I made that choice. I will stand up for Keith. I will own that choice. Even if Keith does something wrong, I will still say, hey, I made the right decision. This is my decision. I'm going to be the leader, and this is why. Does that make sense? So when you're a leader, leaders make a choice. And then they own their choices. Now, the next one is also from Force Awakens. Oh, is that right? Nope, I went too far ahead. All right. The longing you seek is not behind you, it's in front of you. Wow. This quote from the Star Wars character Maz really impacted me. All right. And I keep a lot of reminders of the past because I fall into that trap. I'm believing that those days were the best. Like, how many of you still have your Letterman jacket or, things of the past? I mean, I even kept an ugly couch around for a long time that I didn't even need. All right. But it was in the past and it's like, oh, those were the good days. No. Remember, yesterday was the easiest day. What you need to do is shift your focus from the past to what is right in front of you today, the present, and focus on that and make today the best day. All right? This is why we write our tasks down. This is why we spend time in the morning or sometime in the day focusing on us, focusing on yourself, learning new things, listening to a book, listening to an audio book, reading a book, connecting with somebody and rebuilding that relationship, right? What's right in front of you now is the most important. The easiest day was yesterday. All right. And the thing is be have appreciation and give thanks. I mean, dude, you're 3 feet above ground. You have a roof over your head. You right now you have technology that most people don't have. You have a laptop. You have a cell phone. All right. Give appreciation for the little things because it's right in front of you. All right. The next one. If all you could do is fight your own life, if all you do is fight for your own life, then your life is worth nothing. In the end, leadership is about the people you lead. It's not about you and your needs. All right? You as a leader have to understand it's not about you. It's about the people that you lead. Lead in such a way that you leave the lives of others better than you found them. That is my goal in this group. My goal in this my goal for this group is that you come here, you learn this stuff. Yeah, some of it might be a little cheesy. I'm doing the Star Wars stuff and like that, but I'm hoping that if this training impacts one person, I've equipped one person with knowledge and information to be a better leader. All right. I am making sure that I'm making somebody better than I found them. All right. The next one, we're almost to the end. Let go of your hate, Luke. Luke's all right. Let go of your hate. Hate will get you nowhere in leadership. Lead with love. Can you see that there? Lead with love. All
Amen.
right. Hate. Again, the word hate, it's a negative. All right. So why would you focus on a negative when you can be thinking of a positive? I mean, how many times? I mean, I have a sister. I have quarrels with her, and there's times I'm like, ah! She's still my sister. There's things I dislike that she does, but I still love her because she's my sister. There are things that people do that I could really focus on because I hate, but I don't. All right? It's not going to get me anywhere. It's not going to help my day be better. That hate, if you let hate about somebody just engulf you, they have just controlled your emotions and your day. And what you need to do is you need to step back. You need to think about the situation. Sometimes you need to just write it down on a piece of paper and crumple it up and throw it away. And then when you throw it away, you just let it go. Because it's not going to serve you as a leader. It's not going to serve your family. It's not going to serve the people around you. All right? And hopefully I'm leaving a big impact on that one. All right? Now this next one, I've got to do a video. All right? I'm going to share I got to get a new, all right. You see that, Keith?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Ready? All right, let me play it. Here we go.
Chewie, we're home.
All right, Chewie, we're home. I love that one. All right, let me see. All right, new screen share.
That was like a walking carpet.
No, Chewie, we're home. All right, this is our last one. Chewie, we're home. Know where home is. Home is not your office or the business. Home includes people. You guys, me, all your family. Don't forget your family and where you're from. It all starts at home. All right. So just like Han Solo said, Chewie, we're home. Just that, watching that scene, I don't know, I've seen that scene a whole bunch of times. I mean, look, I'm getting goosebumps just from that scene because it's like, if you watch Star Wars, Han Solo and Chewie had been gone, and the Jedis were getting obliterated and stuff like that, and then the Force Awakens comes, and oh my gosh, all of a sudden, Han Solo and Chewie are back on the Millennium Falcon. And they are stoked. They're back home. All right. So those are my 15 quotes of leadership from Star Wars. Hopefully you guys like that. Did you like that? If you did, give me a thumbs up. Yeah. All right. Cool. Awesome.
I wrote them all down.
Did you write them all down? Sweet. Well, what I'll do, Keith, is I will actually, if you guys like, I'm putting these slides together because I'm a person that visually likes to see something. I mean, I can talk with you guys, but I also like to see visual stuff. And hopefully you guys like the visuals and the videos I show. But I will also load these slide presentations into the group so that you guys can have them. And here's the thing. You guys can rewatch this video and teach your team this. All right? This is my information that I'm sharing with you guys. All right, you can take my slides and do your own training for your own team with what I'm sharing with you guys. Randy, you got a team out there with you and everything. I mean, you can literally use these slides. I mean, you might not be a Star Wars person, but you'll have a full presentation right there that literally took me 45 minutes over Star Wars. All right, so I am excited that you guys have this. I'm excited that you guys can use these tools. What's going on in the chat room? Did I miss anything?
No, some people were saying they couldn't hear. I think 2 people, and I think Larry wanted.
Yeah, sometimes with the Zoom and attempting to do videos, you gotta really crank up your audio so that it projects onto the Zoom. I apologize. I'm attempting to do new and different things to entertain you guys, but also lead you guys with some awesome skills. Yes, Lisa.
I just want to thank you for letting this 90-year-old sit in on your call tonight, because she said he's a motivational speaker, isn't he?
Hey, Mom.
Enjoyed it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we threw her 90-year-old party last night, so this old gal got some lessons tonight.
Nice. Hey, you're never too old or too young to learn.
That's right.
My grandfather passed away at 99 years old, and even up to the day he passed away, he was reading books.
He said his grandfather passed away at 99 years old.
Yep.
And was reading books. My mom said you need to read every day. Read all the time. She loves to read.
Why I say, if you don't read, take 30 minutes to read, to listen to audiobook, to grow your mind, because your mind is the most powerful thing, And think about this. I mean, I don't work in an office, so I don't hear all the scuttlebutt and jibber jabber that most people hear. But if you go to a work, which I used to work at AT&T, and I worked at, Isadile and stuff like that, but there's a lot of negativity with the people around you. And a lot of times being in those areas, that can affect you. So what are you using to guard yourself? Are you listening to positive audios? Are you reading positive books? Are you thinking positive thoughts? Are you doing affirmations to keep your mind protected?
But I can't retain them.
Oh, she said the problem is she can't retain them.
Oh, there you go. Well, that's what sticky notes are for.
That's what sticky notes are for.
I'll remember. Thank you.
She'll remember that.
Awesome. So I'm going to leave you guys.
Great training. Great. Thank you. I'm going to mute again. Thanks.
Yeah. And hey, guys, like I said, feel free. Next week we got Ken Renner who's going to come on and he's going to be doing setting goals. And I'm telling you, you're going to look at your goals that you set at the beginning of the year during New Year's, and I'm going to tell you they're going to be revamped, revitalized. You're going to take these goals and have a structure on them that's going to take them to a whole new level. You're going to be able to see some of the goals that you set and crush them. Some of the goals that you've been holding on to, just get rid of them. And then other goals that you've never thought of, right? So who do you know that needs to come to a training like this? I'm bringing an expert. So I hope next week we have more people that are live, because I know Ken loves to have a live audience and really share the information with you. But who on your team needs to set some goals? Whether, if you're on a sales team, does your team need to have goals set for the quarter, for the year? If you're in a network marketing company, does your team need to have personal goals? Do you need team goals on things that you can do to grow your business? Or do you own a business and do your staff members need to have goals? Do you need to have goals for your staff members? So think about that. And then, of course, we got Margene Holden, who's going to be doing the Sacred Gifts on February 11th. I can't wait, man. She is a powerhouse. And not only is she the only female trainer for T. Harv Eker, the Millionaire Mind, she used to be an actress. She used to be on Beastmaster. So she's like this strong warrior goddess, and wow, I just love being around her and her presence and everything. So I can't wait to share this information with you guys. Make sure that you set your reminders in on your Google Calendar or on your phones to remind you on the Wednesday and Sunday calls, so that you're on here on time and you're sharing it with other people. And don't be surprised if I start announcing some contests that we're going to do inside the group to win some prizes, because I've got a whole bunch of stuff I need to give away. There's nothing wrong with giving away stuff, right?
Yep. Nothing wrong at all. Hey, what's your name again?
Anything you want to say there, Mr. Ice Cream Man?
What's the lady's name again that's going to be on the February, what's her name again?
February 11th, Margene Holden, Marjean Holden, Holden. You can Google her. I will be sharing information about her. I'll be sharing stuff about Ken Renner, because a lot of you guys don't know these people. They're not in your circle, but I'm bringing them to you so that now they'll be in your circle. You'll be in their circle, because it's not what you know, it's who you know and how you treat them. And these guys are in my circle. I've known them for a long time, and we built really good relationships, and I want to share their knowledge, their nuggets of information with you guys. I also I asked you guys, Facebook, Instagram. I got this guy out of Canada that is an Instagram guru, and I was like, yeah, but most people are on Facebook. He goes, yes. However, there's a lot of people on Instagram, and if you're not using it, you're not getting leads that you should be getting for your business. So I'm not saying you have to jump on the Instagram bandwagon. I'm saying listen to what he has to share, because it might be something you don't know that could help you in your business, help you get new leads, get you a new sale, find a new business partner, and even give you more exposure. So not saying you have to join Instagram. I'm just saying be open. And then I'm working to get Owen to come on and teach about YouTube. This guy is going to blow you out of the water. I've got a lot of people to contact. I got Craig Deswalt, who's going to be coming on here and talking to you about marketing. This guy is not only a genius in marketing, he was the tour manager for Guns N' Roses for 3 years. Yeah, he told the stories. So can't wait to get him on here and share with you guys. So I'm going to leave you guys now. I hope you guys have an awesome evening. Remember, make it your best day. And I'm going to leave you with this, and I always end with this. Keep smiling because you never know whose world you're going to change. Create that ripple effect, guys. Have a good one.